Hello, in this video we're going to look at more advanced cases of hyperactive content, especially using functions and little helpers in your data content assignments. So recently I was asked how to display a text hype that has a certain format, and to achieve something like 299 being very big. And let's make it bold, make it even bigger, and something like sans small beside it. You could do this with some HTML, but mostly hype is really powerful because it can be used to really precisely position stuff, and you could do things you can probably only do with a lot of CSS in regular cases. So let's say we want to achieve this based on one variable. Let's make it 298. It's too many nines here for my taste. Okay, so this is what we want to achieve. You can, first of all, we have to prepare our display for any kind of prices. So let's make it a bit bigger, the box, and align it to the right. And the same here, make it a bit bigger. It's already aligned to the left. That looks good. So now let's hook it up. We're going to hook up this variable here to data, content. And now we could just say price and set a price, but we want to have only the first portion of the price. Let's create a little helper function, and we call this thing $. Price, and this one could be data content cent, and then you put in the price variable. Now we need those two helpers, $, and cent. This is done easily. So what hype reactive content does for you is it calls a function called hype reactive content. This function has to be named correctly. Just let me correct that. So hype reactive content is the function name, and this function is actually being called once the document loads. So it's like an on-document load, but it's integrated into your library. So you can easily prepare some functions here you can use. Hype document. And now you could define them directly in the document object, send, and then you could say equals is a function. And here we get the price. And what we want to do is we want to return the price, but split it at the point we're going to use. And from this split, this is going to produce an array. We want to have the first member. So in counting starts in JavaScript arrays at 0. So we want to have the 0. And the whole thing we can just duplicate. So I think I got it mixed up. This should the 0 element should be $, and the cent element should be the second element, so 1. So those two functions can now be called. And the moment we set a price, those two should update. Let's do on scene load. We're going to do trigger custom behavior and set the price to 198.97. So setting this will trigger the content updates, and those will run through those functions we made. Let's have a look. There you go. The price is split up into its two components with your little two helper functions. To show you that you can actually also update the price on the fly really easily, let's put a button on the stage, and price is 59.78. And now put the button here, and now we can, on a click, we can trigger custom behavior just to make it finish. Price is equals 59.78, and also this should work. Let's have a look. So initially it's set to 198.97, and now let's reset the price. There you go.